In this video, you will see the solution to the practice exercise, Create Interior Elevation. In this exercise, we must create two interior elevation views of the kitchen in a building. We'll have to edit the properties of the view to adjust its crop region, scale, and apply shadows to the view. And then we'll add tags to the components that make up the kitchen. Once we've completed this for both elevation views, they need to be placed onto a drawing sheet. I have the exercise file, Kitchen Elevation, open. And we're currently looking at the first floor residence plan. And zooming in a little, we can see the kitchen just here, and the two walls that we need to create the elevation for. So to create the elevation, we'll go to the View ribbon tab, and from the Create panel here, we'll click the Elevation tool. Looking at the type selector, we need to choose the interior elevation type. And now we can come back to the view and making sure that we have the pointer pointing towards the left wall just here, we can click to place that elevation marker. I'll click Modify to finish this, and we can see that Elevation 1A has been created. I'll select the marker, and then we can select the option here to show arrow, and that will then create Elevation 1D. Looking in the project browser here, we can see both of those views have been created. So first we'll rename these views. I'll right click over Elevation 1A and choose Rename. And we'll call this Kitchen Elevation 1. And then I'll right click over Elevation 1D and choose Rename. And we'll call this Kitchen Elevation 2. So now we have both of the views created. We'll open Kitchen Elevation 2 first. And we can see that this view cuts across the kitchen and into the hallway as well. So let's select the crop region here, and then we can use the drag controls to adjust this up a little bit at the bottom, and also to adjust it in so that it crops off that side wall just there. And now we can see we have just the kitchen elevation that we're looking for. Next we need to change the scale of the view, so we'll go down to the view control bar here, and we'll click on the scale, and we'll change it to be 1/2 inch equals 1 foot. And whilst we're here, we'll select the shadows toggle to switch them on. So now we have the view configured, we need to add the tags to the objects in the view. And to do this, we'll first window select across the view to pick all of the components. And then we'll go up to the Modify ribbon here, and from the selection panel, we'll click the Filter button. And then here, we'll uncheck the categories of furniture, plumbing fixtures, and also the split face. And that should leave us with casework and specialty equipment. So we'll click OK to leave those objects selected. And now whilst they're selected, we'll go to the Annotate ribbon tab, and from the Tag panel here, we'll click Tag All. So as we have those objects selected, we can see it's set to tag only selected objects in the current view. So we'll select the multi-category tag, and we have the object description tag center aligned selected. So we'll click OK. And we can see now that those tags have been attached to the components that we had selected. So that completes the Kitchen Elevation 2 view. We need to repeat these steps with Kitchen Elevation 1. So I'll open this view up from the project browser. And again, I'll select the crop region, and we'll drag this up to crop off the floor. And then we'll drag it in from the side here so that it shows just the components for the kitchen. Next, we'll go to the view control bar, and we'll change the scale to be 1/2 inch equals 1 foot. And again, we'll switch the shadows on so that they can be seen in the view. So now we need to apply the tags, and once again we'll window select all of the components within the view here. And we'll go up to the Filter button, and we'll uncheck the plumbing fixtures and split face, and then click OK. And now with those components selected, we'll go to the Annotate ribbon tab, and we'll click the Tag All button once more. And again, select the multi-category tags and click OK to apply those to the objects. So now that we have kitchen elevation 1 and kitchen elevation 2 completed with their tags, we need to place them onto the drawing sheet. So from the project browser, we'll open up the kitchen elevation drawing sheet here. Now to place the views on the sheet, I'll go up to the View ribbon tab, and from the sheet composition panel here, I'll click the Place View button. We can see the views we have available, so we'll select the kitchen elevation 1 view, then pick Add View to Sheet. Now we can place this view onto the drawing sheet slightly to the left hand side to give us room for the other elevation view here. So to do that, we'll go back to the View ribbon tab, and from the sheet composition panel again we'll click the Place View button. And this time we'll pick kitchen elevation 2 and pick Add View to Sheet. Now we can align this view up to the existing one on the sheet here and place it next to it. And now that we have both those views placed on the sheet, that completes the Create Interior Elevation exercise.